Hey guys, I'm here. I'll be right back. Hi, Wendy Don. Yay! All right, are you free? Marissa's gonna come on too, but she's gonna be after you. Okay, let me read your text. Are you able to do your questions now, Wendy Don? Hi, Nickel Baby. Why do I remember that name? Why do I remember that name? You ready? Okay, cool. Let me just text Marissa that she's next. How many questions do you have, Wendy Don? And you could go ahead and send in payment. Just text her. Oh, I got your payment. For 2 questions. Got it. Perfect. I'm live. Wendy Dawn has 2 questions. So get your questions ready and send in payment. You'll be right after her. So hers will be 20 minutes total. All right. Let me read what you said. Okay. Should I read this out loud or to myself? Okay, perfect. Should I read the okay, I'm just gonna read it because I don't know if it's personal or not. I'll read the question out loud, but I think I need to read your text real quick. Okay. Damn, are we all doing celibacy? I forgot how long you said you've been celibate. Okay, so I don't think you would mind if I said it out loud. Okay. The last couple of days I've been triggered, emotional, crying, angry over the guy, the reason you turned to celibacy. Okay. Doesn't it always start with a guy that makes you so turned off and so hurt or whatever the trauma was that then it turned you to celibacy? And making that decision, like when I made the decision, it was going to be 1 year. Now I'm 6 years in, so going on my 7th year. Okay, I thought I was over it, ready to move on from his energy. And can you send me his name, please? Oh no. Okay, I'm just reading your question, so it's okay. We're not doing your reading yet. Okay, are you here though? Are you up to date, Wendy Dawn? Okay, I'm going to continue to read it. I thought I was over it. Okay, his name is John. Ready to move on from his energy and any old energy for that matter. I've been wanting to message him to just cuss him out for making me feel this way again, but I haven't. Mainly because I haven't seen him in a couple of months and these emotions came out of nowhere. Okay, you're caught up. Good. I just want closure, even if it's from his higher self. That's who I go for. I go for the person's higher self. That's who we're talking about, or that's who we're talking to, okay? Um, we had a heart to heart talk back in January. One thing he never admitted to was having feelings. So, my question is, does he still have feelings for me and that's why I'm feeling? Or am I just purging to make my way? That's a great way to explain your question. Does he so Jeremiah and Samantha, please come in to these YouTube readings, question and answers. Wendy Dawn is up first. She has two questions. This is her first question. Does John still have feelings for Wendy Dawn? And that's why she's feeling all emotional. Or is she just purging to make way for the new coming in? I love that. All right, let's start the clock at 10 minutes. All right, so John, please come in. Since you're a new energy to me, um, please come in. Please be very specific. Uh, yeah, be very specific with your answers. Show us what she needs to know. And if it is because she has to purge or she's purging, then Spirit, Jeremiah, and Samantha, come in and let me know. All right, here we go. Let's start it. All right. All right. Is John, are you coming in to Wendy's mind and making her very emotional, crying, and thinking about you, and you're the reason why, she chose to take some time to herself? Oh, you had to switch to your phone. Got it. And Jeremiah and Samantha, if it's because she's purging to make way for new people coming in that are much better for her, then let us know. If it's a combination, let us know. All right. Start pulling some energy and some cards. All right, John, come forward. Are you? Sometimes if you're thinking about us, we start thinking about you. Okay. So is that what's happening? Is she mirroring? Is she mirroring your energy towards her, or is she okay? Could he not commit? Was there like a commitment issue, whether he told you or not? Was there in your mind, in your heart, did you feel like he just couldn't commit, that he had feelings, but he wouldn't admit it? Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. Because what's coming out first, and the energy he's telling me. So, first of all, the Two of Cups, he is admitting that there is a connection there. Okay. But with the Nine of Cups, everybody says that's wish fulfillment. For me, this is a bachelor. This is a bachelor who wants to do what they want to do. Look at him. Okay, look at him. He's sitting there, his arms are crossed. And for me, this is my bachelor card and bachelorette. So this is telling me that even though he had feelings for you or may still, that he has commitment issues. Okay, definitely commitment issues. See, look what comes next. The devil. So devil is toxic traits. Um, the devil is toxic traits, or it could be fears. In It's sad to say, but I think John has more toxic traits. Um, because the next card that comes out is the Seven of Cups, which means he can't make up his mind on which girl he's interested in. I think that he wants to have a variety of women in his back pocket. I feel like he is not that picky. I feel like he is, if one girl, yeah, if one girl is interested in him, and even if she's the main girl, he's gonna find, yeah, his cake and eat it too, because any woman that shows any interest in him, he's down DTF. Okay. So I definitely feel like this is more of spirit showing you, or the universe showing you, that you need to regurgitate, like you need to you need to feel this uncomfortable, emotional, sad, or yucky feeling. It is definitely a purging, so that you can take who you thought might be a soulmate and understand that he can't be your soulmate. He's not willing. His higher self, as an Aquarius, I don't like too many feelings. Oh, uh, gotcha. That makes sense to me with an Aquarius. So with these attributes, he just can't give it to anybody. It's nothing personal. Did he have feelings for you? Does he like you? Is he attracted to you? Yes. But I don't think that he allows it to go that deep. I really don't. And I know that you do. And it makes me feel sad that, because I really feel like you wanted it to be him and you wanted to reconnect with him. That's what I'm seeing. I think that you are hoping. And all of us as in the 3D, just living on Earth, whereas I am in the 60, right? My higher self is all the way up to 60 because I'm a psychic, and I've been given gifts from God. And I started at the 3D, went to the 4D, 5D, and then this past year went into the 6D. He is just a 3D person living on this planet. And so even though I'm trying to talk to his higher self, his true 3D human on this earth is overpowering the higher self, if that makes sense. Uh, so with the High Priestess and the Three of Cups, I see that you really wanted to reconnect because you do have a strong connection with this person, with the Lovers. But Spirit is saying that this is a time to say goodbye. Okay, that this might hurt. Yes, that this might hurt, and the emotions. Look, I cried today on a video with my psychiatrist. I'm not like that. I'm an ice queen, right? I'm very emotional, but I keep the emotions inside me. So when they come out, like you're saying, it's like a switch, and you're like, wait, I'm normally able to keep my emotions in check, but I can't. I'm overflowing with emotion, and it doesn't feel good. But once you get over the regurgitation and you're done with it, you're going to feel so much better. You're going to feel lighter. Spirit is coming in to piggyback. Exactly, yeah. To piggyback off of your last question we did about, you know, are these three zombies coming in um to test you? So yes, it's kind of piggybacking on that. And so it feels like you're, yes. they're showing me like what is that thing that what do you call it? The tumbleweed thing that as it continues to roll down the street, it gets more and more bigger. I forget what you call that. I'm calling it a tumbleweed. I don't know. That's what's happening to your emotions right now, but at some point it's gonna end. Okay, that's what I'm hoping for. It feels so heavy right now. This is a goodbye to the Six of Cups. This is a goodbye to your past. I am right. Oh my god, thank you. Okay, so the Six of Cups are all of your past partners. You need to say goodbye to all of them. Right now, it's about John. So it's, man, Johns are, they have something. I'm telling you, guys with J names are very hard to get over. I don't know why I'm saying that, but um, I've experienced that. See, they're telling you that you have to go no contact and you have to defend yourself. So look at all the zombies. Look at the wands and act like they're zombies when you don, which you are the one who explain what that means. You're the man, okay? You're the, we'll just picture that as you, the girl. You have one wand. You're defending underneath here where you can't see, it's all zombies, all of your past people, and they each have a wand and they're all coming at you at the same time, and you have to say no. You have to defend yourself and you have to go no contact. What's going to happen when you do that is you're going to become the empress. Okay, we got 10 seconds left. You're going to become the empress. You're going to look at yourself, yeah, all at once. And if you do want me to do a spell, I can. I'm very, very freaking good at, okay, the time's up. I'm very, very good at the detachment, the soul tie, especially if you had sex with this guy. And if you want to do them all together, I can also do that. In the past year, that is what I've been specializing in. So if you do want to do that, trust me, you will feel completely released and free of these people. Um, yeah, keep it in mind because I am very, very good. That's why when frickin' Andrew the other day said, "Oh, I'll have to get somebody to do some kind of spell," I'm like, "Hello, I'm freaking amazing." Okay, so I know it's done, but I'm just gonna add this in. You are finally going to see yourself as the Empress. The Empress is the most beautiful woman in the world. She's on a pedestal. She's not better than anybody else. So I don't mean to say it like that, but she knows her worth and she's finally ready to meet her match. You keep meeting uh what the hell are they called? The, oh my god, see, I'm gonna figure out. I'm gonna miss what I'm trying to figure out. What is under a knight? So it's like something, a knight, just start with a P. Something, a knight, a king, an emperor. Thank you. I said it started with a P. Thank you. Pages. You've been dealing with little pages that are now coming back like zombies, like you said, and they're losers. Yes. You need to get yourself elevated to the point where you see yourself as an empress. So you want to meet your match, which is an emperor, which a lot of people say the emperor is horrible. No, he's not. Only sometimes. And it depends on who we're talking about. The you just need to meet your match, okay? And it says that you're going through this because they are spirit, the temperance card is working through you right now, okay? They're working through you right now. So it's almost like getting all of these guys, and John specifically, they're attacking your body, your soul, your mind, your heart, and they want to win. The devil wants to win, right? And spirit and the universe and whoever you believe in, God, whoever, is saying no. Like they are a virus. We are going to cast this out of Windy Dawn. So that's why you're emotional, okay? Yes. Yes. And it says that once you go through that, you're going to have an offer come in, and somebody new is going to come in. All right, so we're going to do your second question next. I had to give you that extra info because it was so important to understand why. Okay? So let's do your next question. Let me read it. Second question is, should you give Izzy a chance? Is Izzy somebody brand new? You're welcome, of course. Is Izzy somebody that you have not hooked up with, played around with in the past? Which one is this? You have not hooked up with him, but he is one of the zombies. So this is Izzy. Girl, you know you can get like a way better looking guy, right? If this dude did not jump on you, I don't understand. Okay? But I do like that you have not hooked up with him. You wouldn't know it, girl. Just like with me, I look younger. Like, so like, just like with you, I feel like it doesn't matter. I really don't. I really feel like we could date. You and me are what, the same age? I'm 43, gonna turn 44. Oh, you do? Okay. As long as you do, then we good. We good. He looks like he has good energy. He has nice teeth. So if you like them that way, because the other guy, Ryan, he looked like he might be a thicker guy too. This guy looks thicker than that. Okay. So should you give him a chance? You're 47. See, I would not have known that. At least we're both in our 40s. So he's 32. Okay. I see no problem with that. He's elite. Windy Dawn. That's my birthday. Is this not ironic as fuck? I am a Leo. That is my birthday, 7/28. There is a reason why you are asking about this guy, and that I am going to do the answer. Ryan is a thickum too. I love that. Thickum. Hey, I'm a thickum. I'm a thickum. Is that the same way? If it's That's crazy. And you could tell in that picture, he's a Leo. Leos are radiant. We are outgoing. We are vivacious. Leos are cool. All right. So let's see. Should you give him a chance? Let's start the clock. Jeremiah and Samantha, please come into the second question. Ryan is your age. Right. So here's the big question. Long term, does this guy, Izzy, want kids? That's all that you have to think about in terms of age. You know what I mean? That's really the only thing that makes a difference. He makes you laugh a lot. Okay. All right. Izzy, should Windy Dawn give Izzy a chance? at love, at relationships. Okay, so they said that was a little vulgar, Jeremiah. They said if you keep your legs crossed and you allow him to show you, he knows the rules I want. Okay, if you just allow him to really get to know you, I feel like you already are pretty good on that. Does he ask you lots of questions? How much does he know about you? What do you want him to ask you? What what are you hoping his pursuing of you looks like? Okay? I do like his energy more than Ryan, but does that mean I see you guys together? I don't know. Let's see. I feel like Izzy would be more communicative. I think that Izzy would be more fun. But it depends on what you're looking for in a man. Ryan is going to be a little less revealing of his emotions. He's going to be a little less fun, a little boring. Yeah. So it depends on what you like, you know? Um, I do think you should give him a chance, but Spirit is being very, very, very adamant that you cannot sleep with him. And that from now on, after you regurgitate and after you have healed from this emotional, um, yeah, reserved, that's a better word than boring. Yes. Um, After you've gotten through this, you'll be able to see a lot clearer. And the only way you're going to know if somebody really wants to pursue a real relationship with you is to stay celibate. And if you've already been celibate for a while, you're not really missing anything. And I think that that is key to you. I mean, you're a bachelorette, you are single, you are celibate. To me, that means you can let anybody come in, not the past people, not the zombies. Um, you could see if something happens with Brian, you could see if something happens with Izzy and anybody else because you're single, okay? But once you start mixing this this the soul ties, all right? I'm not either, girl. Once you're no longer fucking around with, multiple people or even one person who isn't good for you, you're going to see that the energy that comes towards you is going to be more stable and more of what you've been wanting. Okay. So I'm going to ask you, are you able to do that? Are you able to say, no matter what, no matter how many guys I give a chance to, for the next 6 months, I'm going to continue to be celibate? Or I'm going to continue to be celibate until I'm in a relationship. Whatever that is to you, you need to make a promise to yourself because they are showing me that you have, once you like feel super confident and like overwhelmingly in love with yourself. Okay, good. I know you can do it. And I know it's a change of pace for you. Um, but how long have you been celibate again? It's showing that like you're gonna be like, I'm such a good catch. And being 47, like it's time. It's time for you to get serious. That is what I promised myself. Relationship will, bam, me and you too. Let's make a promise to ourselves. Pinky promise. 1 year and 3 months. Okay, that makes me so much. That makes me feel better for you rather than like 6 months. A year and 3 months. In May 15th for me, 6 years. But it was just a hookup 3 times. So if you took away my hookup of 3 times, it would be like 8 years. Isn't that crazy? All right, pinky promise. So, yeah, see, I have the chills going through me. So, spirit, oh my God. Okay, so spirit just made the chills go everywhere through my body. Um, and they're showing me this, the star. The star is that you are going to be blessed with the one, with your perfect person for you. You know what I mean? It does show you're going to start hanging out with this person, which is, we're talking about Izzy right now. Obviously, I'm generalizing everything and giving you a more uh, specific answer and not just saying, yes, give Izzy a chance. But I do think that it would be worth it. But if he switches up and is like, oh, you want to like Netflix and chill, you need to just say, I'm saying goodbye to those type of guys. Doesn't mean we can't be friends, but do I see you with Izzy? No, I'll be honest. I don't think I've seen who you're going to be with yet. I think it's going to be somebody else than everybody that you brought up. But why not date, right? Why not date without having sex? Because until you get the commitment of the relationship and you know this is my person, then they get that gift of that's what I'm trying to avoid, the switch up. Yes, because I feel like Izzy's showing really good signs, but then it's like, okay, I'm gonna like him if I were you. I'm gonna like him, but then look what's like staring at me in the face. Wow. Okay, I only saw this one, the Knight of Wands, which means player, sex, hookups. And then underneath it was the Ace of Wands. Both of these are about sex. In this reading, that's what they are about. Other ratings, I could say that there's something else. But this one is you need to be the magician. You have you have all the tools to see if these people are doing the switch up. Because what I need you to do is not fall for anybody until they have proven themselves and have pursued you and understand that sex is off the table. Because also, I don't know if you tell the guys that I have 30 seconds. So the last thing I want to say is I don't know if you tell the guys like I'm celibate. I am scared that certain people, especially from your past, not Izzy, not Ryan, but any of the zombies or John, any of those, I feel that, what was I going to say? Hold on. Don't fall for them. That's what I was saying. Ah, time's up. Okay. Oh, thank you. You just reminded me. This is what I wanted to say. You do tell them. What I'm scared of is guys using that to their advantage. Okay. I'm not saying don't tell them because I would tell them as well if it was me. But we have to be careful that they're not like, oh, okay, well, this is now a challenge. I want to be the guy that breaks her celibacy. And down low DL manipulating you without you knowing. So just I would I would be honest, I would do what you feel because I would do the same because it like tells them inadvertently we're not gonna be doing that, right? But you got to look out for the signs of if they're going to. I think that's what Izzy's main intention is. Yes, that is what I'm feeling as well. It feels like he wants to be the one that it's a challenge, it's exciting. But once he gets it, he's going to back out. I so overall as your friend and as your psychic, I wouldn't give Izzy more I was going to say the time of day. I wouldn't give him anything more than friendship when he done. I wouldn't because I really feel even though he's funny, I do feel like there's a manipulation there um that it's very exciting to pursue you based on him knowing that information. And in the meantime, he's going to be hooking up with whoever he can. And you're going to feel like, well, he's pursuing me and he's not asking me for sex, but his main intention is to conquer you. So I say no. All right. I love you. Do you have any more questions? I'm going to text Marissa. Those are good questions, good readings, man. Those are great readings. I just think, you know what? Like, if you just need a guy to talk to and you want to, like, kind of like be flirted with, keep him there. You know what I mean? Just don't distract yourself from the right men that are going to be coming in. I love you so much. I can't believe he has my birthday, though. Can you tell a difference? Because you said earlier when I said the last year was like Jeremiah and Samantha and God and everybody like told me we are like congratulating you and moving you in to the 6D, which took a long time. Um, do you feel that? Like, do you feel that my readings are a little different than back in the day? 'Cause I do. I feel like I keep leveling up. And it's like a slow pace, but back then I feel like I was maybe in the fourth D in the beginning and then the fifth D for a long time. Thank you. That makes me feel good. Because it's like they told me, so I have that. And they also like I asked them like why am I being rewarded? And they were like, do you not see the growth you've made and how much more gifts that we've given you that you finally wrapped or unwrapped? Hi, Marissa. Say hi to Wendy Dawn. She's working. Oh, okay. I could wait until you come off the phone. Thank you. I could take a 10-minute break, Marissa. I think she needs a break or she needs to take a call. Just text me back. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna take like a 5 minute, 2 minute. Just look at your text, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'll be right back. 1 minute, 2 minutes. I'm back. Okay, let me know if you're on here. Wendy Dawn. And then Marissa should be on here soon. Okay. Alrighty. You're going to do one more question. Okay, I'll wait for your question. While I'm waiting, let's just see what Spirit says about Izzy. Jeremiah, do you think that Wendy Dawn should give Izzy a chance at trying to, would he be a good fit for her as like a boyfriend? Are you watching this? He would not be a good fit for you. Are you watching this? The other day you said there were 3 options coming in. Look how fast it's going. Okay. Ryan being second. Do I know who number 1 is? Is he in my life currently? Got it. Okay. So the other day I said there were 3 options coming in. Yes. Ryan being the second. Try to think of what I said. Do you know who number 1 is? Okay, so let's just. I do remember saying 3. I do remember saying Ryan would be second. Yeah. Honestly, I that's what I see. I see a guy who's just gonna like bust your chops. He's needs to be friend zoned immediately. You need to tell the universe, I now have selected Izzy to be friend zoned so that they know. And it doesn't mean he can't flirt and make you laugh. That's fine. But you have to have the mindset and letting them know he is not an option for me in a relationship. And you're right. It's because of the immaturity. You see how mature I am sometimes? Sharing the same birthday, and he's 15 years younger. So it's not a match. Not a match. So let's see who is the first person coming in. And your question is he already in your life? All right, perfect. Start the clock. All right. Jeremiah and Samantha, please come into this question for Wendy Dawn. She's asking, the last time we were online, I told her there were three people that were going to be coming in that would be good offers, right? Good people that the universe and whoever she believes in is going to bring her. Um, who was the first person? Since we already knew Ryan is second, Ryan's going to take a little tiny bit of time. So, who's coming in first? And does Wendy Dawn already know this person, or is this person completely new? Hi, Marissa. This is we're doing her last question. So you'll be next, Marissa, if you want to send me uh your questions, or you can wait. But you'll be right after her. Hi, whoever that is, I don't know how to pronounce that. Whoever said hello, hi. Um, give me a minute to figure that out, Marissa. All right. So, yeah, I'll text you in just a minute, sweetheart. Okay, so the Five of Swords is coming up first. This is a reflection of, okay, while you're purging right now, you need to be the person. I have never seen this happen before, where spirit is telling me that the good guy in the movie, or the good person, you are the person here. Okay? The reason is the Five of Swords is about somebody who who seemingly is trusting, um and you're the nice people, and you walk up to him, and when you walk up to him, he has a smile on his face, and he stabs you in the heart, and you walk away bleeding, wondering, why did my friend just hurt me? So this is like a really nasty card, but they're telling me a totally different way to look at this, which is crazy. They never have. So they're showing me that you're this person. Sorry, this person, you've got five swords. What you need to do right now is, even though all of these people that are coming up to you, smiling at you, that are making you all the zombies, it's your turn to like end them, if that makes sense. You get to put your sword in them and get them, I don't know, forget about what I'm saying. It's complicated, but I understand it. So it just means you're purging. Okay. Now, once you get done purging, a connection is coming in. Very strong connection. Very, very strong connection. This person could work with you. The Ten of Pentacles could be about work. It could be about spending time. Okay, the Eight of Wands is talking about communication. So let's see. Is the is the first person that spirit or the universe or whomever is going to bring into Wendy's Dawn as an option to be a great person in a relationship? Is it somebody she already knows? That's exactly what I felt. I felt this person is brand new, even though, like, most people would say, well, you work 7 days a week, it's probably going to be somebody that you work with. Um, and that is kind of what the cards are saying. But now I'm looking at the cards, and it makes me think that all or most of your, yeah, that was my first, like, gut instinct was telling me new. Um, and I do agree with that. And so I'm looking at the cards a little different, because this would have told me you have connections that you work with, that you communicate with. But because the Five of Swords is here, it's telling me you actually need to cut out the people that you work with. Not all of them, but some of them. I've been having more days off recently. Oh, yes, you do, girl. Please, you do. Okay, is this person somebody that Wendy Dawn has never known ever? Says yes. Okay, so let's pull some cards. Who is this person? Who are you guys sending in first to Wendy Dawn? Who are you sending in first? They said while Ryan is getting the guts to like contact you, they're gonna send somebody in to see if you feel more like to kind of gauge who you're more interested in. I do think that a new person is ah, I was gonna say exciting, but you're saying stranger danger. Stranger danger is true. Like I would want I kind of was feeling though that like somebody knows this person because I also agree with that. Like I don't want to meet somebody online. I don't want to meet somebody. Wow. Okay. Something is happening. So it's the Tower, Seven of Wands, the Ten of Swords. This means to me, this is just once again, yes, no more dating sites. But new is exciting. Okay, no more dating sites. No more, like the person you meet needs to know at least one person. Sorry, needs to know at least one person just so that you know he's not a psychotic murderer, right? Okay, because I believe in that state stranger danger for sure. So this is showing once again the process you're going through, the emotions, the regurgitation you're doing, the purging. So this is getting rid of everybody. It's almost like getting rid of all of the evidence that these guys ever um existed. And then what's going to come next is some really nice guy. I know your type, and he's not really your type. I think I know your type. But then I saw these two pictures of Ryan and Izzy, and I was like, huh? I see you more like into like, I don't know. Don't you like Mexican guys or more like a little bad boyish? I see this guy like literally having like blondish hair. Okay, so some super sweet man is gonna come in as a knight in white armor, or whatever you call it, and he's gonna pursue a relation. Okay, he could be a chubby chaser, or I mean, you could be a chubby chaser. You love the bad boy look. So Ryan to me doesn't look like a bad boy. Is he a redhead? Okay, so we have this person is going to pursue you for a relationship. This person is not looking to just hook up. This person's location. I need to find out the location. If does Wendy Dawn know anybody that knows this guy that's coming in? Does Wendy Dawn know anybody who knows this guy that's coming in? I fucking knew it. He doesn't, but it's authoritativeness is alpha. Yes, that's true. I see that. Okay, it is. Somebody knows this person. I really feel like you need, once you're out of this purging, you need to speak up to people. You need to be like, I am finally ready for a relationship. If anybody knows of anybody that is ready for a relationship who would be a good match with me, I like bring it on because damn, we ran out of time. We ran out of time. Um, Marissa, are you here, honey? Um, yes, the alpha aura. I do see that with Brian. Definitely, Izzy needs to be friend zoned, and you need to say it out loud. But this person, I don't know what's going on with location. Either I feel like there's somebody that knows this person who's going to be like, holy shit, I know. Okay. Holy shit, I know the perfect person to introduce you to. And I don't know why, but this guy doesn't look like your typical bad boy. But I'm only seeing his face. Like I'm not seeing what I was it you, Wendy Dawn, when I said there's gonna be somebody with a dog? No. Who was that you that I said there was gonna be somebody? Yeah, the blind date. I am feeling it's a girl. Okay, good. I'm glad it wasn't you because I'm like, I don't see that. All I'm seeing is like literally a head, just the guy's head in like a far away picture with like, he doesn't have a shaved head. He has hair. I'm not saying it's like bright blonde, but I would say obviously he's probably a white guy, but he's attractive. It's going to be a girl though that puts you together. Or he somehow we need okay, remember next week or next time you ask a question. Let's dig more into this because I want to be able to see if I can see him, maybe get his age, maybe get a timing when this is going to come through. So just remind me the first guy, okay? I'm sorry the time ran out. Okay, Marissa, are you here? Thank you, Wendy Donner. So appreciate you. I'm going to text her back. Okay, yeah, because all I'm seeing is a head. I need to see more than that to be able to really feel like I did a good job. Um, but at the bottom of the deck is the two of swords, which means like there's a blindfold on her and she's confused. She's confused. So then this is me right now. I need to look more into it because I think those are the specific things you'd want to know. Like, but I do feel there's going to be somebody who knows him, who knows you. So it could honestly, they do keep showing me Facebook, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's going to be like, oh, it's a, suggested friend or whatever they call it. Because I keep saying Facebook, and I keep seeing like you're gonna have one mutual friend or something. It's how I remember people. I just sort of had no way because you see so many people in their vehicles all day. Well, maybe that's why that is crazy. So just remember the Facebook thing. I don't know if that's a for sure, but they keep showing me like, but that could just be a symbol for like somebody you might know, or you have one mutual friend, and it could be somebody like a girl that you don't talk to, but you know of from the past or something. And, because there's going to be one and one only, uh, one and only one person who understands. Yes. No way. Okay. Look into those. So when they are, that's the right word. When they give you the suggestion of, you know, people you might know that you want to add as friend, look into that a little bit more. Thank you, Wendy Dawn. It did. It just started last week, and then boom, you go into purging. You're gonna have love this year. This is amazing. It's awesome how you picked up on that. It's. I wasn't gonna say it either, Wendy Dawn. I really wasn't gonna say it because they kept showing me in like big letters, Facebook, 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 and I'm like, no, because that makes me feel like online dating. So I kept like pushing that away, and then at the end they were like, they showed they showed me again, and then they showed, sorry, hiccups. Then they showed me that whole suggested or whatever, like, uh, here's somebody you might want to be friends with, or you might know, or whatever that is. And so I felt like if they're gonna send it to me that many times, I might as well say something. And now you're telling me that that's been happening since last week. And am I not the queen of timing? I love you, Wendy Dawn. I'm so glad we're back in touch. And not just for readings, to like care about each other in life. I adore you. We share the same middle name, Crystal Dawn and Wendy Dawn. But whatever's gonna boost your spirits, like if Izzy is just somebody that you like that flirts with you and like makes you laugh, makes you smile, don't run away from him because um that's okay, but just don't let him conquer you. A lot of men are going to find it very alluring, very exciting and challenging to get a woman to submit herself after celibacy. So right now you're looking mighty fine to a lot of guys. And that's why a lot of guys are coming through. Okay, I'm going to take a 2-minute break. Yeah, the challenge for them. They like it. They love the challenge. Yes, men love a challenge. So it's like, even if they've gotten, the guys, we just don't, we want a guy who looks like a bad guy, a bad boy, not a bad guy, a bad boy, but isn't like a convict and like isn't a psycho killer and and is chubby. We got to get you your perfect guy. I love you, Wendy Dunn. Okay, Marissa, I'll be back in 2 minutes. People you may know. That's what it is. Marissa, I'll be back in 2 minutes. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. I'm ready for you, Marissa. I had to change because it's super hot, but I did get a new ceiling fan. All right. Let me know when you're on and we will start. Marissa has 4 questions. Let me text her. Oh, that sucks. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Hi, Marissa. All right. So let me clear the energy. Thank you so much, Jeremiah and Samantha, for Wendy's questions and answers, her readings. I'm going to leave all of the people and the energy to leave so that we can bring in Marissa. Marissa's first question is about Greg. So let's bring Greg in and let's get some really good readings. Oh, but that was, I mean, even though they lost, it was probably a good game. They were close, but I would think you'd want them to score more. I don't know. I've been to a couple in my life. Okay, so let's start your first one. It was a close game. That's what I was saying. It's still exciting, right? All right, Jeremiah and Samantha, please come into the next 4 questions for Marissa. Her first question up is Greg. Please, I'm asking you because the last couple of times you've done a good job, but we really want to hear more about like emotions, feelings. I know we say thoughts and energy and all of that, but like I feel like you need to be more direct about what you're feeling about her, for her, with her, up until the 7th. Oh, damn. Isn't there like 9 only if like, but you don't always go to 9? I'm not really sure about that. All right, here we go. All right, I'm going to close my eyes so I can see if I can connect. All right, Greg, please be very specific. This question is Marissa is dying to know what are your current feelings for her, your emotions, the way you feel rather than just think, and stay composed. Don't go off the map and start talking about other stuff in your life. Focus just on Marissa. Thank you. All right, let's start pulling cards. First card is the world. So let's see what comes with the world. Hmm. Okay. I'm hearing the world can be many things to me. But he's saying the word new chapter, new year, new chapter. Okay, so new year, new chapter. I'm also hearing that what that means to him is not really 2025 new chapter, but more is like our relationship before and what I would like for it to be in this next chapter. Okay, so the next card is the Knight of Cups, which I love because it's about pursuing somebody in a romantic manner. So it's not a friendship. It is I mean, even though you're friends in a relationship, it is definitely about wanting to pursue somebody in a romantic way. The next card is the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is, if it's not about money, it's about not being able to let you go. So he's got 2 feet holding down the 2 coins. He's got one on his head and he's got one in his arms. That tells me that he has not let you go. So you've never left his heart, you've never left his mind. Um, he is saying that he, wow, okay, he took me a different way. So the strength card, I was gonna say like he feels like he held back when you guys were together. Oh my god, wait, I just said wow and I forgot what he said. Hold on. Yeah, he's saying that, so this is gonna matter. The next card is the Hierophant. So the strength card to the Hierophant, I would normally read this as like, oh, I'm holding back from contacting her because I'm married. But that's not what he's saying. He stopped me. He said, I want her to know that I blame myself for not committing to her during our relationship. So this is not about his current life. Um, this is about, he is calling himself a coward um, for not seeing it through. He's taking the responsibility, the accountability that the reason you guys are not together is because he couldn't wait. And he is now realizing that that decision was not the best decision because now he has regrets. Okay? He has regrets that, like, you guys basically ended up going no contact on each other. And he wants you to know that, like, that was him, not you. He blames himself. Okay? So how else do you feel about Marissa? Okay. Yeah, so I don't know why he's saying like I still have feelings for her. I want another chance. I want a new chapter with us. Like I'm not going to bring up all the things that need to happen between now and then, but I'm holding on to her, having hope that she still has feelings for me, and I'm letting her know that I took the coward way out and I should have committed to her. And instead, we went no contact, not because I didn't want to talk to her, but because as our relationship fizzled out, he then, not that long later, met you know who, and now we're here. So then these cards come out, and he's saying like he he was afraid back then. He was doing like he was trying to protect himself and like act like he just wanted to be like he could do it alone, right? Which we all can do it alone. But he this is all about regrets. It's about like, yeah, he feels like he chose himself over you and the two of you, and that he walked out, and he feels bad if you feel rejected by him in the past, because he feels, yeah, he feels that everything was going pretty well. Like your relationship, you guys made each other happy. You guys talked a lot. You guys talked about the future. And then out of nowhere, it seemed like he just kind of walked away in a sense. I know that's not exactly how it happened. I know that you guys just kind of slowly fizzled out, but he is saying that he could understand why you would be like, "What the fuck?" Because things I don't even know this. He's he is saying that things were seemingly going well, and then he started to just fade away. And it left you with questions, the moon, like, what just happened? Like, didn't he feel the way I felt about him? We talked about it. We did. And I feel like he didn't hide emotions. I feel like he was very upfront. The divorce was too much in his head. Got it. So it does, yeah. And what you just said makes sense because look at the next cards. The next cards are the King of Swords to the Knight of Swords. So the King of Swords is somebody just like the Queen who that's communication. So that's what's going on in his head. And instead of dealing with it by talking it out with you, he decided to just rush um, and make a harsh kind of decision that like he didn't want to deal with it. You know what I mean? So yeah, exactly what you said. The cards came out immediately after. Um, but it does show the next card is the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles means he is going to be coming in soon with an offer. Um, he wants you to feel like you're not forgotten. Oh my god, and I think he's getting like choked up because it made me all of a sudden I felt like I was gonna cry. And I'm holding my emotions back because they're not mine. But he's definitely like saying, uh, I made her probably feel alone, um, questioning me, um, feeling like I just vanished almost. And I am very upset with myself for like for thinking about myself first. And yeah, the divorce getting to me so badly that I had to just check out. But what he really wants you to know is like he doesn't want you to feel like you are alone or forgotten. And with that lantern, he's going to come back and try to find you. And that he knows without a doubt with the high priestess, that's you and I, because I'm a psychic, I'm a high priestess, but it's also your gut and his gut that he feels like you guys are meant to have a second chance. All right, that was time's up. But the last card I wanted to show you was the Seven of Pentacles. I didn't want to forget this one. This means that he thinks about you a lot, Marissa. A lot. This is overthinking. And honestly, this is a guy who's out gardening. Okay. And he's got his rake there and he's just kind of sitting there thinking, daydreaming. And he's hoping that he will get the opportunity to give you an offer, to want to reconnect. That's going to bring you guys back together. And he's not demanding that you feel the same way, even though you do. I think that he's going to have to hear that and see that for himself. And I am going to go a little bit further. The judgment is here, which means he is trying to make a decision that is very huge in his life, and that he wants to fix what happened between the two of you guys. And he feels like there's been growth on both parts, and that maybe it was supposed to happen this way. Maybe you guys were supposed to grow more, but simultaneously, but independently, uh, separately. So that when you come back together, you've evolved. And I think that I'm speaking the truth because I feel that if you look back on this time, I think you feel like you have evolved, Marissa, from the time that you've become an even stronger woman in the time that you guys stopped talking to now. So you're even an even better match because he needs to be able to catch up to you. And I think that he's saying I will jump through hoops because I don't mean it like this, like you're up here and he's down here. I do not mean it like that. I just mean that he needs to catch up to you because where you're at mentally, emotionally, spiritually is higher than him because he's stuck in this relationship, right? So he's kind of stuck. But he's saying the words and showing me the vision. Tell her I will jump through hoops of fire to catch up and meet her where she's at so that we are a team moving forward. Wow, that was beautiful. That was a beautiful, beautiful answer. In my mind, it was. Okay, what's your second question? It was good because I wanted him to stay on track. I didn't want him to be like, well, because of this and that and shit's going around. Like, no, just focus. Okay. Next question. Spirit, Jeremiah and Samantha. Next question. Thank you for that. Is let's be a fly in the wall. So we got to bring in. I don't think. I think we should do it differently. We don't need to bring her in to be a fly in the wall. Let's be a fly on the wall. Let's not bring them forward. Let's just see what's going on. I don't know why I never like looked at it like that. Be an actual fly on the wall. All right, let's start in just a second. Wendy Dawn, are you watching this? I don't know why, but I just got a message from Spirit. They made me look at my uh when I okay when I went to get my mammogram, which was my first time ever, because everybody on my dad's side has breast cancer. Okay, but I do not, so that's great. But they made me look at that and they made me ask you, have you been doing yours? Sorry, Marissa. I love when I get psychic messages. Wendy Dawn. Wendy Dawn, that is why they're telling me you need to get one immediately. You need to do this. They would not, if it was not something, I'm not saying you have cancer or anything, but if it was not important, they would not make me go out of starting Marissa's readings to look at, and I'll show you. Okay, so that right there in between the hats, that's the pink, um, that's the pink, uh, Marissa would know what it's called. The little gown that you open in the front. I was like, oh my God, this is my first one. It went well. I didn't get the results till like 2 weeks later, but I said, can I take this home? Because I want it, like, it's valuable. Yeah. So please, they stopped me. And I am the biggest procrastinator you will ever meet. But for them to stop me from starting Marissa's reading cover up, to looking at that and saying, is Wendy Dawn still here? You need to get a mammogram. No, I thought you said those don't hurt. I was so scared because I've got big ass, you know what? And I was terrified. It did not hurt whatsoever. Oh, yeah, gown. That's a good one. A gown. That's right. That's what they call it. Or you guys call it. Marissa's in the medical field. Uh, please. And I don't think you need to have one next week, but you need to have one this year. Promise me that. You have to make an appointment. It is like 2 minutes. It is literally 2 minutes. Mine did not hurt, and I have massive boobs. I swear to God, it did not hurt, and I was terrified. I kept every time I would make an appointment, I would cancel it, I would reschedule it. I did that like 4 times, and then my mom was like, "I'm picking you up, and we're going to this." And when they called me in the room and they did it, she was funny, like she made like me laugh instead of like focus on my anxiety and thinking it's gonna hurt. And I swear to God, it did not hurt. Okay, I love you. Wait, who? Marissa? Oh, Marissa wrote, your mom says they hurt. I thought Wendy Dawn said that. She has big girls too. Oh, okay. I don't know why I thought Wendy Dawn said my mom says they hurt. Marissa said that. It didn't hurt for me. And you know what? The little discomfort, it's so quick. It takes as long as, like, the discomfort when you go into a dentist and you have to take whatever it's called, an x-ray, and they put that thing and it feels awkward in your mouth, but it's like boop, and then you could open your mouth and it's done. That's how quick it is. And like my lady just like flopped mine up there, squeezed them, shut it down, and then click, and then it was done. One on one side, maybe two on each side. But as long as you do it this year, okay, love you. Unless they are picking up the pain under my ribs, then I will get it checked. I will get it checked. Thank you. Unless they're, oh, okay. Uh, Send me what you just wrote so I can look into that later. Okay, Marissa, we're starting now. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, guys. All right, let's start the clock. Now we're going to start it. Send me that you have pain under your ribs, and I'll look into that later. All right, Jeremiah and Samantha, please come into this question from Marissa. Let's be a fly on the wall. What is going on inside the relationship between Greg and Emily? And I do not want to hear from them. I want to see it and hear it and feel it. What is currently going on in their relationship? As if we've got spy gear and we are flies on the wall. Okay, they just showed me a piece of cake. So that is definitely going to be a symbol about her birthday. Okay. That's definitely going to be a symbol about birthday because it's a piece of birthday cake. All right, let's see. Show me what else. Okay. Not a lot of noise. Okay, so spirit's talking. So Jeremiah is gonna. Okay, so after the birthday and after the birthday dinner, things have gone quiet. Why is that? What is the quietness about? Okay, he's feeling underappreciated. He's feeling like he tried his best. Remember about the birthday gift? I said he got her some kind of a gift card, which wasn't as romantic as she wanted, which caused her to be disappointed. Well, he's feeling unappreciated. He thought that if he gave her, let's say, $100, $200, whatever, to somewhere, he's like, I get it wrong. I I don't do something romantic enough. I get her the wrong kind of gift card, right? I should have known that she would want Victoria's Secrets instead of Amazon. And I'm crucified. He's like, I like, why am I doing these things if I'm just gonna get if I'm just gonna get like if I can't I just can't win, he's saying. So he's showing me wow. So he's showing me Greg just slouched on the couch and just very energy of I don't want to do this anymore. I just am done. I feel like he doesn't have the energy to deal with it. And what else? Okay, what else? Feeling disappointed, feeling like, wow, if he could, if they were not sharing a home, and he goes, I mean, I could go stay at a hotel. He is saying, I would have expected her to get David Yurman jewelry from him or something bougie. Is that something she likes? Or is that something you think he would buy her? Is that something you think he would buy her? Okay. What it's showing is the Seven of Wands to the Ten of uh, Swords, which is showing no contact. No, I'm just saying with bougie, she and her family are right. I would expect something bougie like that. I think that she expected something bougie like that, but he wasn't going to do something bougie like that. I get what you're saying though. If he wants to put on the facade and make her and her family and their expectations, but he's like, no, this is what we can afford. This is what I picked for her. If she doesn't like it, I'll use it. He's just out of energy. He's deflated. He's a balloon that has been deflated. He has no helium left. Um, and this is making him just shut down and he's not really talking to her. He is just she doesn't appreciate me, you know? I work hard and I try to do my best. And this is another he's like, I'm trying to work on our relationship. But when she does things like this, I don't want to be married to somebody like that. Like that's what Jeremiah is saying, is that like he sees this man being deflated and just he's in a world that he doesn't match up with. He is the odd man out if you look at it. Because he's not like them. He's not bougie like them. He's more down to earth. Um, he's like, I got it wrong. Okay, I got it wrong. I got the birthday wrong. Like, sue me, kill me. Like, what? Why do I have to keep like participating in a life I don't want to live? So, what they're showing me, and we shared those similarities. Exactly. Exactly. He wants a down to earth woman, and that's what you are. Once in a while, can you get something blingy? Of course. Or bougie? Of course, we're women, but that's not what we expect. You know what I mean? So they're just showing me that, like, what's funny is I've always seen the four people, the energies of four people. His mom, his brother, him, and her. Right? When I've done the fly on the wall, I can always see all four of them. In this vision, it's like ghost town. Nobody is anywhere. They're all in their own domain. Basically, they're all in their own rooms, and nobody is spending time together right now. And it just looks like like a ghost town. Um, he, if your car has no gas, where are you going to go? Right? So he's gassed out. She has sucked all of his gas out of his vehicle and he cannot go anywhere. So he is just chilling, but he's just like he questions his life right now. And her, I'm not seeing much. I'm just seeing that I'm just literally that's all they're showing me is like almost like an abandoned house, which I know it's not abandoned. You know what I mean? Um, this is what I usually see. People like her loving him, their marriage, their house, their relationship. These are the things I normally see. And now I'm just seeing, I mean, there's just not much to tell other than the birthday and the deserted home. Yeah, the six of swords, which means he just wants to walk away from what no longer serves him, but he's got a dilemma. They live together, they're married, right? He's got a big dilemma. All right, we'll move on to your next question. Ay, ay, ay. He's got to stop buying houses with women. But at least you know that he was able to get out of the first one. So he knows what to do to get out of the second one. He's a pro at it. Yeah, that's how I feel. That's exactly what I'm feeling or getting. He's a pro at it by now. He should know exactly what to do. It shouldn't take forever, right? Okay, girly, what's your next question? I've never heard of David Yurman. So is that like expensive jewelry? I've never heard of that. I'm gonna look that up later. I took a picture so I could look it up later. Are you texting me, Marissa? Okay. I'm gonna ask the pendulum something. Jeremiah, is Greg just completely depleted, defeated with trying to make Emily happy? I don't know why it's taking so long to answer. There we go. Oh, you can't see it. It's a yes. I guess I should have gone like this. So slow now, it's speeding up. Yes. Okay. Let's jump into her point of view on how she feels because there's two sides to every story. Exactly. All right. So look, I'm going to bring just her in. Right? Okay, Emily, please come forward. Marissa's question to you is, what is your point of view? There's two sides to every story. We know what Greg's side is. What is yours? What is your side? Because you guys could be feeling two totally different things. So let's see. Let's start the clock in just a minute. All right. How do you feel your relationship is going? How would you describe your relationship to Marissa? To me, to everyone. How would you describe your relationship with Greg? How would you describe your relationship? So weird. They keep showing me. First, with him, it was just a piece of cake. This time, it's a cake, and then it's somebody cutting one piece out and pulling it out. I don't know what's going on with this whole birthday thing, but it's funny. Okay. Okay. So she's going to be a little bit more open. Oh, wow. Okay. So it starts with her being disappointed. Okay. So she feels the Five of Cups is about feeling a little disappointed, a little sad. Okay. And so since she showed me, like, cutting a piece of cake and pulling it out, that's going to be the representation or the symbol for her birthday. So starting from last Wednesday up until now, this is her energy as of right now. Disappointed, sad, overwhelmed. Uh, she's feeling like the emotions that she feels are not being heard by him, and he's not understanding why. It's not that she needed a bougie, necklace. It's that that's what she asked for, and then he could have done it, but he didn't do it, and he chose something very basic, and that hurt her feelings. Okay. Then it goes into the relationship, the Four of Wands. The next two cards, so these three cards came out together. So it's the relationship to the Ten of Swords to the Knight of Wands. That tells me they are not having sex right now. Okay. They are currently not being intimate. And she's saying it's not just the word you just used, it's no intimacy. Like, she's showing me like things that she's showing me that like, say he's on the couch or laying down or sitting up or whatever, that like there's like she would normally like go down towards him and give him like a peck, and then like she would like go like this and he would kiss her here, and she's like, he's doing none of that. Like, he's not holding my hand, he's not like, we're not like, when we're on the couch together, instead of my legs being on him and he's massaging my feet, he's it looks like he's not paying attention to what we're watching. It looks like he's not paying attention to me. It looks like this. And that kind of matches up with the energy that Spirit saw, is that he's just depleted. And so she's like, hello, do you see me? Do you feel me? Um, which is leading her to question if he is seeing somebody else. That's when I went, oh, holy shit. Because the seven of cups is other options, and the moon is being a secret. Like, is he on the down low, treating me like this because he has feelings for somebody else? Well, we know that in his mind and his heart he does, but he's not actively doing that right now because he hasn't contacted you. And I know he's not doing that with anybody else. So then she said, right now, it's been very quiet, no contact. So, no contact is going to be like we're in the house, but we're almost walking by each other without even saying anything. And it's an eerie feeling. She doesn't like it. She needs more like love and intimacy and like touch. That's her love language, is spending time together, quality time together, and touch, and he's really not showing either one of those. And she's like, I'm trying to hold on with all of my might to this relationship. Um, but what I want isn't what I have. What I want is the Knight of Cups, him pursuing me in a romantic way. The Two of Cups for us, who chose to look at each other just like this and get married. right? I mean, you're literally looking at each other, trying to make it straight. Hell, you're looking at each other. You're doing your vows, and you're getting married. Okay. Um, and then it's a 10 of cups. Like she thought when they got married and when he proposed to her, she thought like, okay, we're gonna like have the best year of our lives. I know it was the end of last year and then this part of this year. Um, but like that's what she was expecting. Harmony and happiness and love, and she doesn't know why he shows it in public when they're around other people. And then when they get home, it's like she almost gets excited. So let's say when they went to dinner, she got excited because he took pictures with her and he smiled and he was nice. So she had expectations that, like, oh, maybe he got over it about the gift. Maybe he's over it and maybe we're going to have a good night. And then once they depart from the restaurant and they get home, he's like barely looking at her, saying a word. And it's just super disappointing, super questionable. And the only answer she has is, like, is there somebody else? Because why would he marry me? Why did he propose? Why did he go through with all of this if at home, where it matters the most, he's not doing anything to make me feel loved? So I mean, I feel bad for her, but I do think they're not the right match. So I think that in the long run, she's better off without him. He's better off without her because they're not a match. I see you and him as a match. Um, and I see that you guys would grow and that you guys would not allow all of this shit to happen. I think that you guys would talk to each other, Marissa, and that you wouldn't allow this like roommate type, no talking, like being super unfulfilled and not feeling loved by your partner. I don't think you would allow that. I think you would go into the relationship with Greg saying, we can't let our past define us. We need to work every single day, wake up every day, choose each other. Otherwise, why be together? Right? So it's literally a day by day choice. And I just think that you're a lot more mature than both of them, to be honest. But do you know how old she is? Because you're okay, time's up. Uh you're still young. You know what I mean? Like, but you are wise. Oh, so she's not young. Okay. Well, maturity, especially emotional maturity, Marissa, you are miles and miles ahead of her. She's she's a little bit like me, like when I'm not all like this and I'm in my mental health, like the heat of my shit, I need people that are going to treat me with kid gloves. And even though I act like everything's great or I'm an ice queen and I make sure I don't cry and I don't let things get to me, it's just a defense mechanism. So if you guys are literally 1 year apart, um, you definitely are on. She's just more of she needs she needs to be handled with kid gloves. And that's okay because I'm 43 and I need it. So that's her side. Okay, my love, do you know your fourth question? If not, I'm going to take like a 2-minute break. If you know it, then we'll just go for it. That was kind of sad. But at least it seems like she might see it coming. That's like a perk. It was sad, because if that was you and your partner was doing that, that would suck. You know what I mean? That's why I choose to be alone. Because we have to meet our correct partner. One day I won't be alone because I will meet my correct partner. But if we just go for the first guy that's going to tell us they love us, like, we're doing ourselves an injustice. Right, Wendy Dawn? I'd run before he'd get the chance to break my heart. Oh, I love that. I love that. Because I love hearing you say that, Marissa, because sometimes I think, oh my God, is she gonna take Greg back no matter what? And so it's good to hear that, like, no, 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 like you're not gonna be doing that shit. You're gonna you would run, you would leave before he could hurt you. That you don't want him so bad that you're willing to look over red flags. Exactly. But I still got my heart broken because that was my husband. Of course. I'm still not over my fucking divorce. Well, I am, but you know what I mean. Some of that shit. Yeah, you're gonna have a broken heart with a husband. Exactly. Okay, do you know your last question, honey? I'm over mine. Learned my lesson. I'm very good. Yeah. Oh wait, your ex-husband? I always forget that. Okay, Marissa, I'm gonna text you right now. I'm gonna take a quick little break. I gotta go to the restroom, take a little break, and I'm gonna text you right now. Wendy Dunn, you need to tell me, how do I not, like, how is that not registering in my mind that you had an ex-husband? You're gonna have to text me that. if you look at every person and how they're dressed in that picture, these people are wealthy. I don't know if her parents are, but you see the people like in custom Indian outfits and all like the like look like black ties and Marissa, if you're here, put I'm here. I'm back. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Break time. Yes, mine was a lesson learned. I'm always care for him, but I'm more disgusted with him now. Yeah, exactly. I hear him, Marissa. I think the only thing good that came out of him breaking me was the way I put myself back together. Stronger, better, and wiser. That's right. Okay. I do have things I need to do, so let's get through these. Can Wendy Dawn, can you put in all caps that questions are closed? I'm going to do these last two questions, and then 3 o'clock, I have something to do. So we got 30 minutes. So if you need to extend one of them, we can. We'll have enough time. If you need to. Oh, okay. I just got your text. Got it. All right. Send me your fourth question. We'll do your fourth and fifth. Thank you guys. Seriously. Sisterhood for life. You texted it to me like a long time ago? Let me see. Oh, okay, yes, I got it. So, Jeremiah and Samantha, please come back in. I just took a break, but we're back into Marissa's questions. Her fourth question is, let's ask if Greg could tell me anything right now, what would he tell me? All right, got it. Okay, Greg, please come forward. Emily, leave. Anybody else's energy that we brought up, please leave. And Greg, if you could say anything to Marissa, what would it be? I don't think we'll go over on this one. 10 minutes, plenty of time. Okay, if you could say anything to Marissa right now, if you were to pick up the phone and you were courageous as hell and just put it out there, what would you want her to know? He keeps saying, "You are the one for me. You are the one for me. You are the one for me." Let's see what's next. I'm going to let him express himself for as many things as he wants to say. All right. So the star did come out, which is the one. That's the words I use. It's supposed to be wish fulfillment, but for me, it's like if you're talking about having feelings for somebody, then the star is the one. So it's funny that he sat there and said, "You are the one for me. You are the one for me. You are the one for me." Um, keep me. Don't lose me. Don't leave me. He's saying, like, in your mind, keep me present. Don't leave me. Don't lose me. Like, don't lose interest in thinking about me because I'm on my way. Give me time to execute my plan. Then I will be there to look you in the eyes and tell you how I feel. If you are in a relationship, then I'm sorry, basically, for like coming in strongly, but I hope you're not. I hope that the time that I need in order to get to you, I hope nobody scoops you up because he's he's being funny because you my boo thing, and I don't want anybody else having that opportunity to be with you fully. He's saying, you know that I love being intimate with you. Like, I love your body and I love uh, talking about it. And I love all of that, but it's not, I love your mind. I love your heart. I love your soul. Because these two cards, these two cards came out together, which I just looked down to see. The Queen of Wands to the Knight of Wands. That's definitely like letting you know that you're beautiful. He's attracted to you. You're perfect for him. Maybe he's not everybody's cup of tea, but he's yours. vice versa. Maybe you're not everybody's cup of tea, but you're his. And oh my God, he's being like a little funny. He's like, can't wait to spank that ass. Like, I'm saying this guy is coming through strong because he's saying things that I would not say on here. Um, Playful, you're playful, and I love it. I should have known a good thing when I had it. I'm gonna do everything in my power to bring us back together. Just hold on, baby. Give me time. I'm so sorry I didn't give you the same. Now now the shoe is on the other foot or something like that. Now the shoe is on the other foot where I need you to be patient so that I could get through a divorce, whereas I didn't give you that gift. Yeah. He's like saying sweet, genuine, serious things and then throwing in there some of his jokester stuff. Being like, I'm gonna spank that. I don't really want to say that on here, but he's saying it. The magician is that like he has a plan, he knows what he wants to do. And once he gets through the burden, he's gonna come find you. He's gonna come find you, which I think he means the whole thing where I said you guys are gonna meet up. Uh, he's gonna get to you. We're gonna reconnect. And the challenge and the journey, the challenge, all of the challenges and the journey will have been worth it when I finally get to look at you and hold you in my arms and tell you that I love you. Oh my God, that was so sweet. Why couldn't he have answered something like that with the first question we always ask? Because this is revealing his true, raw. You get what I'm saying? I'm like, why couldn't you have said this all along? Like all of these things. Super sweet. Because we always ask, her first question is always, what are Greg's feelings, emotions, thoughts, and energy towards me? And he does a good job, but this is like his soul talking more than his 3D human self talking. And I'm loving it. Um, please, please give me one more try. I will prove my love to you. We will have all the things that we ever dreamt of, that we've talked about. I'll be your husband. You'll be my wife. There will be no other. I will not leave you. You will not leave me. I will protect you. I will comfort you. And we will have a lot of fun. See, now he's throwing in some jokester stuff because he went really serious. And now he's like, and we'll have a lot of fun making babies. We'll have the house you always wanted, something like we've never had before. We will work as a team. We will love our children. We will love each other for eternity. Damn, you better have this recorded. Because none of that is me. None of that is Jeremiah. That was all him. He just made like a poem for eternity. Oh my God. Whew. Oh, so we have 30 seconds left. So I'm going to ask, do you feel in your 3D life right now? Because when I am doing readings and we are talking to your higher self, uh, you feel it in some way. Did you just feel something strange? Did you just feel something strange? Oh my God. Yes. So, like at this very moment, Marissa, something just happened to him. And sorry, that was the end of the time. That was beautiful. I hope that you have that recorded. Um, yeah, like when this happens, like for a lot of people, like with Wendy Dawn, she's like, "Oh my God, the people that I'm asking about right now are both texting me." That's exactly what I mean. Something happens. So in like right, so it would be what 4:41 where you're at. You're right. He could be driving home or leaving work, and um, you see though, I didn't really need the cards. He said what he wanted to say. Um, wonder why my doors, front doors. Um, that was like magical. So I just feel like right now he's either you just came into his mind or he felt like he got the what do you call it? What do you call it? The chills? Either he just got the chills and then like a thought of you, like something happens to them in the 3D here on earth in their human body. Okay, what's your last question? That was thank you, Greg. That was you I think Marissa was the one who's always asked that question and then people started to like that question and ask it. Um and you never know like if if somebody can if there's one thing you could tell me what would it be? It's like for 10 whole minutes they get to tell you everything. The go-to wait, what's your last go-to? Fly on the wall. The first question, what is the go-to? The last one? How am I forgetting it? Oh, yeah. It's your go-to question. Oh, I get it. I thought you were saying when I said, what is your, about the question I just, yeah, no, I get it now. I was like, I have to guess what your fifth question is. I get what you're saying now. Yes, it was your go-to. A lot of people heard it and they, I don't know, just down the line, people liked it and it kind of caught on. Okay, perfect. All right, let's check timing on communication. All right, so let's start. Jeremiah and Samantha, please come into this reading. The last question for Marissa. Oh, I needed to hold on. There we go. All right. Okay. Timing. Greg, have you thought about when you're going to reach out to Marissa? It's a yes. I don't know if you could tell. but it's a yes. Okay. He's saying, I don't know when I'm going to pull the trigger and actually do it, but have I thought about it? Yes. Do I know I'm going to do it? Yes, at some point. So let's see. Let's see if we can dig in. All right. Let's try to get timing on when Greg will reach out to Marissa. Oops, I'm not caught up. There we go. Am I caught up? Oops. Okay. Communication. Wow, that's crazy for the first card to come out. The Eight of Wands is the communication card. I love it. Okay. We've got the Three of Wands. So the Three of Wands timing is 0 to 3 months, 0 days. So like today, the most is 3 months, but I could get a lot closer than that. Give me just a minute. I feel like I'm like way down here. There we go. Oh, wow. Okay. So that's funny. So he wants to make the decision, like he has made the decision that he does want to reach out to you, the star, okay? The person that he just like Shakespeare'd it out and like totally gave us the best answer ever in the last question. Uh Timing. He's like, yes, I've made a decision to do it. Do I know when I'm gonna do it? Not exactly. But what is like making him think is so the Seven of Pentacles. That means once again that he has thought about this over and over and over and over, played it out in his mind. Um, the Nine of Wands is that he needs to be he needs to protect himself, right? From her finding out. Okay. So he's trying to think of like the best way because so he's trying to protect himself from the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is looking like a cheater, right? And he has said this before. But then the next card is the Ten of Swords, which is if I reach out to Marissa, sure, like, sure, it could look like, I shouldn't be talking to my ex girlfriend, right? And maybe, the Seven of Swords doesn't have to be cheating, it could be lying, it could be lying by omission, it could be betrayal. It's going to be how, like, if Emily found out, that's his concern, I guess. But he's like, at the same time, I know my relationship is over. I know that I want to get a divorce. So, what are you waiting on? What are you waiting on then? Okay, he's saying at the same time, I really, really, really want to reach out to Marissa. I also don't want to, what is the right word? Hurt Emily, but there's a word before that. Like, he doesn't want to directly hurt her, but he also has to trust what his heart wants, what his heart is telling him, and his heart is leading him down the yellow brick road that leads to you. Okay. He also, yep, see, the reason why he he feels like he wants to reach out to you he sees you as the Empress, to the Two of Cups. Like, this is who I should have married. I can't believe I said that. But like, this is who I should have married. I know that like she is my soulmate. She is, Marissa's my soulmate. So, I mean, it keeps showing that he's juggling. He's juggling with he's juggling. So he hasn't made a decisive. He's made the decision that yes, I'm going to reach out, but not when. Okay, so I'm going to try to see in the future to see what this is going to do, or when it's going to happen. Sorry. So the Lovers to the Four of Wands is that he knows that once he chooses to dial your number, or to text you and hit the send, or to snap you, or whatever it is, there's no going back. That's showing that like you reached out to him months ago. You had a 5-day like correspondence, and then you kind of faded away. So now it's his turn to come find you. And it doesn't really matter what I'm feeling about his, juggling, right? It just matters that I find out the time. So let me go. Let me close my eyes because I think I only have a minute, 2 minutes. All right. When, Jeremiah, when is Greg most likely to reach out to Marissa? When is Greg most likely? Okay. Okay. Feel it changing. Okay. It's definitely a J calendar month. So it's going to be in June or July at the latest. I asked first May because I felt it was a no, and I don't know why. I felt like it could happen by May 31st. But it feels like it's going to be prolonged a little longer. But it's definitely going to be a J calendar month, which January is already gone, June or July. So let me see if I could get tighter. Is it more likely that Greg will reach out to Marissa in June rather than July? Is it more likely? Is it more likely that he will reach out in July rather than June? Changing. I don't know why it's July, girl. But remember, because we said May. Yes, May 31st, by May 31st. So I don't know. We would have to look into why is it going to be maybe the next month? Because I saw May. So something just happened that June and July are going to be some busy months. I think so too. I don't know why. I said May 31st. Maybe it's June 1st, but it's definitely coming up. I mean, we're almost done with this month. Ugh. Just like your brother was disappointed, it's like, it's not my fault. Not my fault. Maybe there's going to be major shifts in that house. Yes. Because maybe something Save that for maybe a future question, like in a week or not in a week, in a few days. Maybe think of asking that, like, why did it change? Because I think you're on to something that it could be a shift in that household, major shifts, and that something just, I mean, maybe he says he wants a divorce. Maybe some other thing could happen that just indirectly kind of made him not reach out to you. But I don't think it's, oh, I'm deciding not to. I think something happens that kind of, like, if you're playing chess, right? And you're kind of seeing that you're going to win. And then like some crazy curveball comes through and it makes you not be able to enter. I still think it could happen in May, but what I'm seeing today is June and July. I'm curious to know what his mom feels of this being in that household. I'm curious to know what his mom feels. What is that? What does that mean? Like being around them and living there. Oh, his mom. I thought you meant her mom. I'm like, what? Well, do you want to do one more question or you want to do it next time with that tension? No kidding. Cuz I feel like remember we saw, all right, let's do it. Let's do it. I can push something back 15 minutes. Okay, Wendy Dawn, I love you. I love you. I love you. Have a good evening too. Thank you too. I appreciate it. Okay, let me just text this person real quick. I'll take 15 more minutes. We'll do 10 minutes. By that time, I can do it. Wendy Drawn. Crystal Dawn and Wendy Dawn. Okay, just send what you sent this last time. And then let me know when you're ready. Ask. Is it out of Greg's hands of why the timing will change or could change to reach out to Marissa? Boom. Yes, you're right. It's going to be something out of his hands, like something he's going to have to be dealing with in order. It's going to be like, I was ready to contact her, but then something out of his control happens. And it's like, oh, okay, I'm still going to do this, but I've got to like focus on this for a minute and then go back to Marissa. That makes a lot of sense to me. And it could be like, yes, for a divorce. It could be what we said on text earlier that I'm not going to say out loud. We don't know yet. Okay, so once that goes through, I will start this question. Which should wait, which one? Do you have questions? Okay. So you want to know, mm, maybe with the time. Okay. So you want to do half and half. What happens to make him what happens to make the time change? And then the other part is what did you say about his mom? How does his mom dealing with the tension in the house? As long as you're good with, you know, 8 minutes and 8 minutes. Okay, got 15 minutes. I got 10 minutes. So we got to go quick. Let's ask if he talked to his mom. Oh, okay. So this is so we're Xing all of that. This is the new question. Let's ask if he talked to his mom and Larry or any of his friends about leaving his marriage. Okay. And then let's ask about got it. Yeah, so let's forget all of that and make this your new question. Half and half. Okay, just send that and am ready to start. Jeremiah and Samantha, this is going to be Marissa's last question. I'm going to do a pendulum before I start. Oh, you did? Zell? Yes? Didn't get one yet. I got the one at 221, which would be 421 at yours. Hold on. I got it. I don't know why. This one, oh, I just got it. Ding. There we go. Okay, honey. So I'm gonna, before I start the time, oh wait, it's 5 minutes and 5 minutes. Why was I thinking it was a $30 question? So this is gonna be 5 minutes and 5 minutes. I'll do 6 minutes and 6 minutes. No, because I was thinking of a $30 question. I don't know why. I was thinking 15 minutes. So instead it's 5 and 5, but I'll do 6 and 6. Okay. Let me read your question one more time. Okay, so the half and half question is first, if he talked to his, let's ask if he talked to his mom and Larry or any of his friends about leaving his marriage. And then the second part, do you want me to say that out loud? Okay, so I'm going to ask, has, okay, I didn't think so. I will not say that. Okay, so Greg, have you talked to your mom, Larry, or any of your friends about ending your marriage recently? Oh shit. That looked like it was going no, and then it says, yes, I have. All right, let's start the clock. We'll do 6 and 6. All right. Who have you talked to about ending your marriage? We're not going to, like, since this is not a full question, I'm not going to get, like, a whole lot of information on, what did he say and what did they say? Like, I could basically just answer, who did he say it to and get a glimpse at what he said. Did he come right out and say a divorce? Did he say this isn't working? You know what I mean? I'll get a little bit of information. Mom, for sure. He had, wow, oh my God. It's just coming out completely specific. So the devil is coming out first, right? Like talking about a forbidden situation, right? Talking about his fears, talking about how the codependency. I can't make her happy. Um, and so it's showing who? The Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is his mom. The Eight of Cups is that they had a conversation. The Ace of Swords is the conversation is pure truth, okay, and that this happened in the last 30 days. Zero, like for today, within 30 days, okay? But this is about truth and honesty. And it's clear cut. It's about the divorce. Like he is going to her and saying like he he just wants to like have his freedom back. That he's not happy, that he he cannot, if he keeps moving forward in this marriage, he in the future will most likely have mental health issues, depression, stuff like that. He wants to cut it before he goes down that road. Okay? So he really wants to take care of his mental health as well as hers. He doesn't want to lead her on, but there is something about talking about options, and I think this is leading into the next question. But he is talking to his mom to get advice like, what do you think I should do? What do you think? What do you think is the best way to handle this? And I knew this card would show back up. The Three of uh, Swords is obviously heartbreak. And then the Justice is that in order, this has a double meaning. So the Justice is a judge, right? So that would be marriage or divorce, correct? So this would be divorce, but justice is also getting his life back. But he also fears telling her he's being a coward right now. He is fearing telling E because, he's the one that went along with all of this and said I do. So uh, he he's like, I love her, I have feelings for her, but I feel trapped and I feel that I need to follow my gut. And I think that even though it's going to literally shatter her, I need to protect her too. Because the sooner I do it, the less invested she is. And before we going on to the next question, before that happens, if it hasn't already, and that's coming out right here. Okay? Here, the Lovers. Because let me tell you, two married people most likely are not being careful. But we did find out from her that they haven't been active. All right? Like recently, but that doesn't mean anything. Okay. So, all I can tell you, I have 10 seconds left, is if he's told anybody else. Has Greg told anybody besides his mom and Larry, because I know he's told Larry, about wanting to get a divorce? I didn't think so. So just his mom and Larry, that was the end of that one. He told Larry first, and then his mom knew, right? And she could tell with the tension in the house, like you're talking about. All right, so let's go to the last one, and then I do have another engagement I need to do. So I do have to get off. But I love you, I love you, I love you. All right, so let's do the last part. I'm not going to say the question, just going to say it in my brain. Are you wanting to know like yes or no to that question, or has she ever been, or I think I know what you want to hear. All right. Got it. Okay, I knew this. When you texted me and I was on a little break, I got a little flash vision that at one point she may have been, and that I don't know who else is on here, but it's pretty much probably private right now. Yes. Yes. I believe that it was early on. No, I think it might have been with him. Oh, you're saying you know that or no? Are you asking that or you know that? Because for some reason they're being, you know that. Okay, so that's a fact. So you're saying, perfect. So you're saying you know for a fact that before him with somebody else, she was and then wasn't. Is that what you're saying? Oh, so she had a miscarriage. That's what you're saying. Because when I was sitting down right before I got back up to do these questions, I had a flash come in and it showed exactly this. You know, something happened with the tower to end it, and it was how do you know how far along? So I see what you're probably saying. Like maybe she says like she doesn't say. Okay, got it. So I think that this has been a very like scary thing for her. And I think that I mean we're getting the Knight of Wands. Like in order to do that, in order to be that, she'd have to be right. They'd have to be together. But I'm just gonna ask straight out in my head, not out loud. Okay, I could breathe finally. Okay, currently I am getting a no, and that is what is with my gut. I want to know, has she ever with him? No. Woo! What a relief. What a relief. Okay, so I think what they're telling me too is that it was traumatizing. Yeah, thank God. I was going to tell you the truth no matter what, and the way I was going to tell you was by you watching this because it would have hurt me to have to say it if it was not the the way that I felt it. No, I know, of course. I completely understand why you said that, and I agree. So, when I felt there was a past one, thank you for acknowledging and verifying that you know for a fact it was with somebody else and that it had happened to her. And so she's more cautious about it now, very like scared. If she was to be, she would wait longer to announce it. Um, but right now they're not having any kind of intimacy, which is great to kind of know like I think he's smart enough to be like, I want out of my marriage, so I'm not gonna like do something stupid right now, right? You can't change what is, but because there it isn't is, right? It's not, it's a no, then he has all the power in the world to make that not happen, right? It's a choice. And phew, like I feel a lot better because I do feel like why was everything so rushed? That was like to me the only reason. But and then what you said, how the mom's not posting pictures. That is freaking weird. Like what is going on? But we will see next time. Yep, we got 5 seconds. I'm glad I was able to get both of those answers in that short of time. Very weird. But I will say, Greg, before we end this, please, if you have the opportunity to reach out to Marissa sooner than the June and July that I saw today, please do so. She doesn't want to keep, yeah, please do. She doesn't want to keep waiting and waiting and waiting. Exactly. She's crying. She wants to hear from you. You don't have to be a bad person to reach out to Marissa. She's not going to try to become your mistress. You already want a fucking divorce. It's okay. It is okay to trust Marissa and forge ahead and start a friendship back again, and then it would just seemingly go together that he would be very upfront with you, Marissa, saying I want a divorce, I'm gonna get a divorce, this is what's going on in your life, and then exactly, and he knows that, he knows, like me, I know I can trust you more than I could say with a lot of people. Like, I trust you so much, Marissa. It's not even funny. So that's who you are, and when you care about people, you're on their side, and you'll do anything, and I know that. So please, Greg, just pick up your phone, text her, do whatever you need to do to reach out. Figure it out quickly. That's right. And I love you. And every time I do this, I think of you. Okay, I do have to go, but I love you and I thank you so much. I'll text you later. Um, I know you're probably tired from last night. I'm glad you had fun. And do you go back to work tomorrow? Anybody watching? Thank you for watching. I love you all. Oh, good. So you have tomorrow off too? Nice. You get a little break, girly. Relax, do whatever you want. All right, I'll hit you up. Bye, 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 bye. You deserve it. The rest.